Prays for his enemies. Prophecy fulfilled. Who prays for the very people who are causing their suffering? Over 700 years before Jesus, the prophet Isaiah described the Messiah as one who would bear the sins of many and intercede for transgressors. He bore the sin of many and made intercession for the transgressors. Isaiah 53:12. How could this prophecy be fulfilled in Luke 23:34? Let's explore this extraordinary act of love and forgiveness. Isaiah 53 is one of the most remarkable prophecies in the Old Testament, painting a vivid picture of the suffering Messiah. In verse 12, Isaiah highlights a profound act of grace. The Messiah would pray for those who wronged him. This prophecy found its fulfillment in one of the most powerful moments of Jesus' crucifixion. Fast forward to Golgotha, the place of the skull. Jesus, innocent of any crime, hung on a cross, condemned as a criminal. The Roman soldiers had mocked him, beaten him, and nailed him to the wooden beams. The religious leaders scoffed, and the crowd jeered, yet in the midst of this agony, Jesus did something unimaginable. In Luke 23:34, Jesus lifted his voice and prayed, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do." These words echo Isaiah's prophecy, revealing the heart of the Messiah. Despite enduring unimaginable pain and humiliation, Jesus chose to pray for his enemies, those who nailed him to the cross, those who mocked him, and even those who rejected him. Imagine the scene. The soldiers gamble for his clothing at the foot of the cross, oblivious to the significance of the moment. The crowd looks on, some sneering, others watching in stunned silence. Above the chaos, Jesus' words resonate with grace, offering forgiveness to those who least deserve it. Skeptics might argue that Jesus' prayer was added later to fit the prophecy, but this act of forgiveness is consistent with everything he taught and lived. Throughout his ministry, Jesus commanded his followers to love their enemies and pray for those who persecuted them, Matthew chapter 5:44. His prayer on the cross wasn't a departure from his teachings, it was their ultimate expression. The fulfillment of Isaiah 53:12 in Jesus' prayer challenges skeptics to consider the depth of his love and the precision of Scripture. How could Isaiah, writing centuries earlier, predict such a specific and profound act? This prophecy not only underscores the divine inspiration of the Bible, but also reveals the unparalleled nature of Jesus' character. Even more remarkable is the impact of Jesus' prayer. One of the Roman centurions, witnessing the way Jesus died, declared, "Truly this was the Son of God." Matthew 27:54. The forgiveness Jesus offered was not just for those present at the crucifixion, it extends to all humanity. His prayer reminds us that no one is beyond the reach of God's grace. The prophecy of Isaiah 53:12 and its fulfillment in Luke 23:34 show the boundless love of Jesus Christ. In praying for his enemies, he demonstrated that forgiveness is at the heart of God's redemptive plan. His prayer wasn't just for the soldiers or the crowd, it was for all of us. This story challenges us to reflect. If Jesus could forgive those who crucified him, can we forgive those who wrong us? Will we accept the forgiveness he offers and extend it to others? His prayer on the cross is an invitation to receive his grace and follow his example.